Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Brent, two explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
You see the bruises.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And that one, good.
Here's where Draymond Green just completely disrupts a possession. He reads the offense well and takes a good calculated risk.
Siakam finds Powell, hits it from three-point range. Powell's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Siakam.
Now that's all right there because Draymond angled his body so well defensively and altered that shot.
Powell pulls it in.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Russell with the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Cauley Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Well, it's been interesting to watch Willie Cauley-Stein and his development, mostly coming from De'Aaron Fox in a style change where Willie Cauley-Stein could get out and be athletic. Now with the Golden State Warriors, who like to play up pace and move up the floor, along with Steph Curry's playmaking ability, Willie Cauley-Stein could have a great opportunity here at the center position to be a runner and a scorer in transition.
Lowry looking around, drops in the tray.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now with Cauley-Stein last year, he made some big strides before his free agency.
Well, I think that's something that Bob Myers and the Golden State Warriors were very keen to as they're trying to adjust and tweak this roster after the season they had last year. Willie Cauley-Stein, a great running big with great hands and can finish. So if they're going to play up-tempo and speed up the game even more, Willie Cauley-Stein at the center does make some sense.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Russell. Second chance shot. Here's Thompson. And finally they hit one.
Now Klay Thompson as a guard going in there and scrapping around a little bit, and he keeps working until the points are in the bag.
It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Russell.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Thompson. And that one, good. Thompson's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
Here's McCall after Alec Burks has scored. Curry with the steal. Got a piece of it. There's the lob to the hoop. Out to Ibaka. Takes a three. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Now here is Robinson. Here's McKinney. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. It's a tie ball game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McCaw kicks to Lowry. Ibaka right side. Back to Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The Raptors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. It's McCaw. He drains the quick shot. Warriors have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Lowry's got 5.
And he isn't shy. Lowry assertive with the ball in his hand.
And the basket by Curry.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Hollis Jefferson finds Ibaka. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Yeah, it's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
That one is off. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher, but his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
The Warriors trail. Here's Burks, hangs in the air. Here's Looney, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And again, no good by Toronto. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's McKinney. Makes it off the glass. McKinney's got his second basket of the game.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
A nice first quarter play.
How much we don't because you come back. Take it down by 1.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Steph Curry. Looney out there with Robinson. And it's McKinney in at the 4 slot. Right wing. Here's Looney, and the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. On defense, the Raptors. The rebound by Ibaka. There's Hollis Jefferson. Hits the three-point bomb. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 this quarter. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, you've got these options: Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver. Who do you go with?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. But not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do. But his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
Siakam is checked in for Anunoby. Then for the Warriors, Green, he's checked in for Alfonso McKinney. Klay Thompson comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Curry. The offensive rebound, Burks. Off target at the rim. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Connects from three-point range. McCaw's got 5 now.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. And he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Ibaka tries again. Siakam finds Ibaka out to the right wing. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Russell. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for Patrick McCaw. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And he gets the bucket. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Powell kicks to Lowry. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. Lowry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Cauley-Stein. And Gasol sends it back. They shoot again. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got 6. Toronto leading by 4. Lowry passes to Powell. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Back to Powell. Over Thompson.
Feel yeah, boy, come on. Break the charge fast now by wasting time, boy. All that stuff I can and take off the fan. Because you ain't at about the grease. Take your time, I don't wash up, man. I'm putting the control by the time you're going now.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an
Press it. Press O.
example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass. Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. That's 7 points for Siakam.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
How about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry, strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
And the pass to Gasol. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Curry. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Here's Gasol. Passes to Powell. Outside Lowry. 3-pointer. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Robinson finds Green over Siakam. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Draymond Green. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lowry inside the line. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. And a wide open look for Siakam. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Green against Siakam. And it's Green missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And so it's Toronto. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Lowry against Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Pass to Gasol. Floats it up there for Siakam. Lowry kicks to VanVleet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Warriors trail by 6. Thompson for the triple. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played.
Yeah, and he plays a lot bigger than that 6-foot frame would suggest. Lowry is just a bundle of energy out there. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Alfonso McKinney is subbed in for Thompson.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Deflects the pass. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 4. Ibaka launches a 3. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Shot's good by McKinney.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass. And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
To the paint, here's Gasol, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's your all-star center. Gasol making a play. He gives this team a lot of size and a lot of toughness on both ends.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Well, for so long, the Warriors have been a great shooting team. I don't see that changing as long as Steph and Clay are pulling on jerseys for the Dubs. You think about the Splash Brothers backcourt, their unselfish style of play, sharing the ball. This team has represented good to great over the last 5 years in a way no other team has.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson from downtown. And again, Toronto with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from McKinney. And the Warriors last year, Brent, top 3 in 3-point shooting once again.
How about that? The 5th straight year that they've been a top 3 team from the three-point line, and not really much of a surprise given their shooting prowess. Some of their attempts would be bad shots, Kevin, quite frankly, for any other team, but that's elite marksmanship from Golden State.
Wasted no time on that one. Hollis Jefferson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Russell passes to McKinney. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Here's Anunoby, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Warriors trail by 15. Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Greg, talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Warriors, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Green. Thompson comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Russell. And the Raptors with some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Patrick McCaw.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That's a 2 from Powell. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Robinson is out there with Looney. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5 spot. Toronto leading by 12. And Ibaka kicks to Siakam. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
It's good from long range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And Toronto making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Brett, when you look back at all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but right. You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Warriors trail by 19. Thompson outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Siakam throws it down.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Here's Toronto now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Gasol. Again, Toronto.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From deep 3-point range, Van Vliet with the bucket.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
But they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
It's Gasol missing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Stanley Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Miller's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Payne in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Buries it down low. Toronto leading by 22. Gasol passes to Miller. Comes up empty down low.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Evans. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And say what you will about the value of the 3-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Cauley Stein, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley Stein built up to his draft spot of being number 6 Greg overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Now here's Thompson. From deep. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Siakam finds Gasol. The 15-footer. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors trail by 20. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off. Way to attack there and then create the contact. And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Boucher is checked in, and it's Stanley Johnson in for Powell. Payne, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
The pass to Siakam. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Pascal Siakam.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Toronto with the ball. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. So it's Toronto now. Shoots the three. Boucher tips it back in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Can he keep it going? It's rebounded by Poole.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Poole and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career and showing signs of being a passer.
No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.